Hello and back to the channel again we are. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that in. Anyway, today we are doing the cheapest graphics card that I could find on Amazon. I went to Amazon, typed in graphics card, and filtered price low to high. And this was the actual cheapest one that I could find. It came in the packaging that you are seeing now, and that is the only packaging that it came in. Yeah, it's definitely sketch to buy used on Amazon, but I don't know, sometimes it works out. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. This is the cheapest, the single cheapest graphics card that I could find on Amazon. Basically what I did was I searched graphics card, and then I priced it low to high, and I picked the cheapest one at the time, which was this HD. I want to say it was a 4540, maybe it's a 7670 or 7450, whatever. The HDs are, the names are hard to remember for me, but this should tell you everything you need to know. It has one display port and a DVI port. That is it. Now this is part of a whole nother video that I'm working on, but I made that video decision after I already bought this for this video, so I'm doing it now. Should probably get started, show you my test bench, and see if it was worth the $10.99 that I paid for it. This is my test bench. You've probably, if you've been watching my channel for a couple of weeks, you notice or you recognize this, because this is just an old HP pre-built that I stopped using. You know, I do different things now. I have other hardware, so I no longer need this stuff. So this is gonna be my test bench for old graphics cards and stuff like that. Let's get into it. I'm going to plug the power supply in, plug the graphics card in, and plug in the SSD, which again I'm borrowing from the next video that I have planned. It's a 128 gig. It's not much, but it's enough for this, so I will be right back. And another thing with this system is I'm not 100% sure if it's compatible with SSDs or not. If not, I have a hard drive, but I would prefer to get this set up for use in the future anyway, which is, I still gotta plug everything else in. Okay, so I got everything plugged up. As you can see, the light on the power supply is on, and this power button, everything's spun up, the fan spun up. We'll see, because I don't know if this white cable works or not either. There we go. I mean, fuck, that counts as a boot. Sorry about how reflective the screen is, but there's nothing much I can do about that. But yeah, it booted, so let's turn it off and repaste the card. Repaste in the card. This is gonna be rough. Alright, so if I see this correctly, those are push pins, so I should be able to just... Alright, I got it off. I ended up breaking one of the pins, and then the other one I have the push top for. I'll be able to pop both of these back in place anyway. But look at that. I know you can't feel that, but that is dry. Oh man, that is rough. Alcohol and Q-tips. Let's get this thing cleaned up. Oh yeah. Look at that. Not even coming up at all. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that this was factory thermal paste, and I don't know better, so I'm saying that's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find, yeah, nothing is coming off of this. Alright, let me kind of just let the alcohol sit and break that shit up for a little while. As long as this thermal paste over here decides to come off, then we can repaste it and we'll be fine. That is literally rubber I don't know what they used on this thing. Maybe like thermal putty or something. That's about as clean as I could get it. You can see the chip number, and yeah, it looks bad, but it looks a lot less bad on camera. With that out of the way, I'm gonna put some thermal paste on it real quick, and I will even let everybody judge me harshly for the way I put my thermal paste on. Something like this, it does not need a lot of thermal paste at all. Yeah, that should be good for that. Alright, now we got thermal paste on there. I'm just gonna say that that is good enough contact. This card is not very high powered anyway, so should be fine. Let's move over to the test bench. Should be plugged in now. My handy dandy power button that I took out of an old computer so that I don't have to short the pins. And the fan's moving faster than you think it is. It's not very loud either. Let me get a mouse and keyboard and see what we can do here. Actually, real quick, while this is installing Windows, I want to say thank you to all the support on the channel. It really means a lot. I do this as a hobby on my downtime, and I would like to do it full-time eventually, but I'm just really grateful that I can do this and actually have people watch instead of having 0 view videos. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. Even if you're not subscribed and you're coming back, thank you too, because you help a lot as well. While this is doing its thing, I'm going to be preparing the parts for my next video, which I'm going to record probably today, the same day that I'm doing this one. Yeah, it's going to be fun. I got a lot of plans for the future of the channel, so I hope everybody who's interested in sticking around does stick around, because it's going to get wild. Alright, so an hour later, it is an HD 6450. That is what it is. We have so many Windows updates. So many. It's going, I guess. We're going in the right direction. It's just taking forever. So I might have to come back later whenever this is done. Alright, so I got Windows updated and stuff, and I got the CSGO installed, so we are going to see about that in a second. Yeah, let's see how this goes, because this might take a little while. When I said this would take a little while, I was not kidding. This is 20 times speed. It took 6 minutes, maybe longer, for this thing to just open the game. That is a rough. Alright, we're in. Close. Let's see. Oh no. Everything is on high. Let's put everything on, yeah, medium, if it doesn't crash. Oh, it didn't crash. Let's just do some casual. See how it does. So it's loading pretty quick at least. Or seems like it. Oh man, come on. Yeah. Seems about right. Let me try putting everything on low. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so I got everything on very low now. There was a little bit of a black spot that showed up along the screen, but that was like a weird thing. I don't know why it did that. Let's hope it actually loads in and doesn't crash this time, because that would be very unfortunate and a waste of, come on, you're right there. I don't have confidence in this anymore. Oh shit, let's go. It loaded in. Oh yeah, that's awesome. And my screen resolution is at the lowest it'll go at 1600 by 900. It won't go any lower than that. I don't know why. It's probably this monitor that I took out of somebody's trash. It's the only one I could find with a DVI port, which I hope is what that's actually called. Other people playing, it's very not smooth at all. But I don't know, maybe when I start playing it'll actually be okay. Alright. CPU. There's very much input lag. That's bad. I mean, it's smooth. Like, we're getting at least 30 FPS, but I'm gonna just go ahead and play this game and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. I am able to get it to run in a different like resolution whenever it's in windowed mode. That's it. But hopefully windowed mode will help. So there we go. We got it running in 720p now. Maybe hopefully it'll be more playable. The resolution's probably fine. Like 720p isn't very much different than 1080p low, you know what I mean? So hopefully it didn't just crash because I clicked on the fucking box. Look. I don't know if that's just me, but I think the latency is a little bit lower. More playable. I will be back with my final thoughts now. So my final thoughts, is it playable? Yeah, it's playable. Would I personally use this system? No, I wouldn't. But to be fair, this is an old CPU. I have another CPU to pair with it, as I'm going to be using this card in my next video as well, with all of that stuff over there. So if you're interested, stay tuned to the channel. That should be up within a week of me posting this video. I got all the parts in. But anyway, that's gonna end it here. I hope you liked the video, and yeah, goodbye.